Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. That's right, we are live, and I already see the chat filling up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network. We will be rolling through the Go Home show for Full Gear. That's right, folks. It's Wednesday night, so we get AEW Dynamite. Couple hours. You're going to be joined by me. We got a special guest host coming your way. We got lots on tap, lots to talk about, lots going on in the wrestling world. But most of all, we get some wrestling as they send us off into Full Gear this Saturday, where we'll be. Don't go anywhere, folks. Strap in, strap on. Let's have some fun. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are ready to go. And like I said before we went to the little video, we are back at it again. Welcome, folks. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining the Wrasslin for Life Network. I'm just queuing my stuff up. Little delayed. But, folks, AEW Dynamite tonight. Lots of action. We got some good matches to talk about. Lots of things heading into Full Gear. What stories are going to amp up? Are they going to add any matches? Are we going to get another elite teaser? There's a lot. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on coming off the heels of a very fun and entertaining NXT last night. We are back at it again. If you don't know, I am Mr. Every Night, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and I am looking forward to rocking out on this Wednesday. Keep in mind, folks, you got 3 in the books. Friday Junior tomorrow. The weekend is on the horizon. Friday's right there. You can taste it. You can almost get there. Triple header Friday here on the channel with Overdrive from Impact being a part of the show. So we have that to look forward to. And then, of course, Saturday we have Full Gear. And I think Sunday we might have a trick up our sleeves. We'll let you know. We'll let you know. Only time will tell on that one. But lots going on. And quickly, as the action is kicking off, I'm just trying to get rid of an issue. But that being said, let's turn to the chat real quick. Look at this, man. Here early. Yowie wowie, you found me. You found us, sir. I keep telling you. Anna J to replace Bunny against Storm. There you go. There you go. Breaking news from Mr. Victor. How are you, sir? I hope you're doing well. What is happening in my life? One second. All right. Boss Monster, how you doing? Damien. Toni Storm versus Anna J on Dynamite tonight. Title Eliminator match. The Bunny is out with illness. It's too bad. The Bunny has been out, with injury. She released a little vignette where, she was very eager and anxious to get back into the ring. And as it turns out, it will not be happening. She is under the weather. She will be replaced tonight by Anna J. I like Anna J. I mean, a lot of us out there are fans. I think she's got a lot of upside. Still very young, very green, but lots to look forward to when it comes to Anna J. Boss Monster, and you know what that means. We know it's Wednesday night, folks. And like I said, I never do this nonsense alone. Even when you just see one person, there's always hands in the background helping out. But tonight, you don't have to just look at my pretty face all night. I have company. Mr. Big Rig, welcome back, sir.
What is happening?
This is it. Another Wednesday, another lineup. Maybe you can let me know what's going on because I'm having a little bit of a delay here. So what is happening in the ring right now, sir?
Bryan Danielson is currently wrenching on Sammy Guevara's nose.
I like it.
And now pulling back on his arms to put him into whatever that spider bridge. I don't know what you call that. Where Danielson's on his back and he's all up like that.
Oh, the crossbow kind of thing?
Crossbow, yeah. So, yeah.
Here you go, sir. How are you tonight?
I am hanging in there. How about yourself?
Not too bad. I mean, like I said, it's a good old hump day. Dynamite's kicking off with a good tag team match. Of course, Danielson, Cesaro. He's always going to be Cesaro to me. I'm sorry. Sammy and who's Sammy's partner?
Jericho.
Oh, it is Jericho. Okay, I thought so. But that's on tap.
Favorite.
Who do you got, BBC or JAS? My favorite.
I'm going to say Blackpool Combat Club because I think Jericho's coming out champ on Saturday. So this is going to be momentum going into Saturday for Blackpool, and then ultimately Jericho pulls it out.
I hate to be agreeable out of the gate, but that sounds just about perfect. And knowing Jericho booking style, yeah, he'll go under tonight. Sammy will probably take the pin, and then Jericho come out victorious on Saturday. And that's the safe money for me is Jericho on Saturday, even though it's a fatal four-way.
Yeah. Well, and the only reason I think he's going to, which I think on Saturday, like Claudio or Danielson should win it. But
let's go, Daniel.
Final battle less than a month away. I feel like they're going to have Jericho going into that as champion. I don't think you change the champion that quick.
Yeah, I think
that, you know.
I think he holds on to it right till, like you said, final battle, and then somebody could possibly dethrone him in a big way. You know, especially on a day where they're going up against the WWE, maybe that's the show.
Yeah, I mean, I personally thought it was going to be like even as far as a couple weeks ago, like they would have found some way to do a program where Joe and him do, you know, every winner take all for both titles.
Not bad.
A little more difficult now with Joe being a heel, but still doable.
Yeah, not impossible, but
no.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like they're going that way. I'm not quite sure what they're going to do with Joe. And now he's mad at Wardlow, very temperamental. Right. But I feel like it's been ever since the brawl out. It's been the Jericho show since then. So we've been, exposed to a lot of Jericho for better or for worse.
Yeah, I would definitely say that's an accurate assessment. Make sure you're not hearing me here in the background.
Two-night events, Rampage Full Gear.
What's that?
Sorry, I was just I was getting the graphic on Rampage. So instead of just being Rampage, it's a Full Gear Rampage. Two-night events.
That's right. So. That is correct. It's basically an extension of the card, which I'm sure it's already going to be
pretty full.
A 4.5 hour pay-per-view.
That would be lovely.
I mean, they got 8 matches announced right now as of this moment.
Is it 8? 8.
I think so.
I thought they added a couple more because I felt like a couple of the most recent ads were like, ooh, that feels like a TV match. Why are we getting this on this pay-per-view?
I'll tell you this. If Sting and Jeff Jarrett tag team match is not on the buy-in, I'm going to be not happy. Because that does not need to be on a pay-per-view. That's a buy-in. Oh, hey, look, here's Jeff Jarrett.
They're taking it right in the middle of the fucking Full Gear, buddy. Right after the Young Bucks return.
I'm not going to be happy about it.
No.
So right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 8 matches.
8.
World title, women's world title, tag team championship, ROH championship, TBS, steel cage with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, Saraya and Britt Baker, and then Sting and Double J tag match. So I'm sure we'll get quite a few more added tonight, I think.
Now, a couple questions for you. I guess the first one is, as a pretty solid AEW fan, are you excited for Full Gear as it stands now?
Yeah, okay. I am. I think just based on the main event, I'd buy it because I think that's a good story, and it's kind of a what's gonna happen. Like we pretty much know what's gonna happen, but we don't know how.
Right.
Like there's different ways it could happen. So I'm excited about that. Steel cage match with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
Oh shit!
Excited for that.
Sorry, I just got Jericho with the bat off the side of the head of Ryan.
Did I'm in picture in picture right now.
All right.
So I'm assuming I'm ahead of you.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, that's right. We get Swerve and Bowens tonight. That's going to be awesome.
That should be a really good match, actually. What's going on, Jack? What's up, Boss Monster? Greg, Larry. We never fear, buddy. Another night of wrestling. What do we have to be afraid of? Except the boogeyman, because he's coming to get us.
That's right.
The other thing I was going to ask you is, are you excited for the Elite to return?
Yes and no. I'm excited for him to come back because I enjoy Kenny Omega and the Bucks, but I'm worried what the comeback angle is going to be.
True. And what
everybody keeps saying they're going to come and feud with Death Triangle. I don't want that. I don't think they should be anywhere near the belts. They don't need them.
They're going to hand them to them. I think that's why we see, issues amongst Death Triangle suddenly. So for me, dude, it feels like that's what they're setting up.
So here's what I'm hoping for. And I know this might be a stretch. I'm hoping that tonight, after they defeat Top Flight and AR Fox, which I'm sure is going to be an absolute flip fest, awesome sauce. Cannot wait for it. I think that House of Black's going to come out and set up Trios titles match at Full Gear.
Okay.
And I think House of Black takes them at Full Gear.
And then
and then the Bucks feud with them.
Keep them away from it altogether.
Well, or the Bucks could feud with House of Black for the Trios titles.
It might be too soon because both of them are going to want to go over.
I personally, I had this. Now this is me just going down the rabbit hole. No House of Black tonight. Death Triangle issues an open challenge for the Trios titles on Saturday. Elite come out.
Sorry, real quick. I'm getting an FU Sammy chant for those keeping track at home.
Yes. Love that. So yeah, they're taking it to Danielson right now on me.
Double vertical is what I got.
Yeah, I'm like 20 seconds ahead of you.
There you go. Not so bad.
So yeah, Jericho's got Danielson in the corner. Does he want to hit him? Does he want to kiss? Who knows? It was literally one of those like
maybe.
But so I'm thinking they give the open challenge. Everybody's like, oh, it's the Elite, it's the Elite, it's the Elite. And like the Elite come out, but as they're making their entrance, lights go out and House of Black's like, nah, fuck you.
Right.
And they like beat them down and then go take the open challenge. I think that'd be cool. Kind of like, kind of a goodwill thing because it doesn't hurt the Elite in any way.
That'd be crazy though. It'd be shocking.
Other than their egos. But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but they need some goodwill in that regard. They need some positive.
That's what I'm saying in terms of like making them look like, hey, we're not gonna make this all about us type thing.
Yeah, even if they want them back, a couple months from now, give the House of Black a decent run. I mean, I'm all for anything like that. Like, I mean, one of my biggest criticisms of AEW as of late has been the borderline nepotism and favoritism, and a lot of people have been talking about it, and I think it interferes with a good show because there is a lot of talent here, and you just get some really strange booking, and you worry that it's the inside the office is causing a bigger problem than inside the ring.
Yeah, and I think
hammering Jericho, by the way.
It's Claudio. Oh, nope. Back body drop. No, Claudio stands up.
How many uppercuts did he hit him with?
Uppercut? Quite a few. He's springboard uppercut on Jericho, and Jericho kicks out at 2. So, yeah, I saw that, Victor. Apparently, Bunny is sick. It's not an injury or anything.
Yes.
From what I saw, it was an actual illness.
Yes, which is unfortunate. She was just coming back.
Yeah, and I'm hoping it's something that she's over quick and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
she can get back on TV, because I think that she's another one of those kind of like Tay Conti, and I think she's kind of above in terms of in-ring ability, above like Anna Jay and Tay Conti, but she kind of was one of those that like came a really long way from when she started in the company.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think the funny thing about Bunny is you only kind of know a lot. The majority of what you know is her ringside presence and what she's doing there. And every once in a while, she'll get a match and she kind of just lets everyone know, like, hey, I'm super talented. I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah.
And
Well, same really with like Penelope Ford.
Penelope's another one.
Yeah. But
Walls, no.
No, he's pulling that. So
oh shit.
He's got him in the walls. Claudio was going for the rope. And
Sammy with a corkscrew dive over the ropes.
Danielson, shotgun drop kick off the top rope. This match is awesome.
Yeah, I don't think we're saying that properly, guys. I don't think that's what we were going for here.
BCC.
Oh, more for
the
everybody has the same vote
for
tonight.
The win. So Sammy and Danielson are going at it. Well, Sammy's hitting Danielson in the face, and Danielson's just like, bring it on. He's literally leaning his head into it. Right. I love Danielson so much.
I would love for him to get this W.
Yeah, no, he needs it for sure. I'm really glad that he went over on last week on the 2 out of 3 falls.
Right.
I was kind of worried about that at first. Ooh, big old knee. And he's Sammy going for the GTH. Nope. Danielson reversal. Oh, nice takedown. A little sloppy, but nice. And Danielson has him in the label lock, middle of the ring. And Sammy's over to the ropes. Lame.
I'm getting the attempt now. Sammy's crawling for the ropes, so right behind you. But okay. Yeah, it's looking back and forth. Now, somebody just said, who said it? Where are you? We got a hello. No, somebody was pointing out that it felt like this was a bit of a snooze fest. How you feeling?
Really?
Not bad. I disagree.
These are the 4 guys I'd watch all day long.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I'll take 2 of them for sure.
Snooze fest of AEW. Why? Because they're...
I think he's referring to Jericho, perhaps.
Maybe. I mean, Lions Salt by Jericho. Nope. Claudio breaks it up.
I'm getting a Spanish fly.
So here, let me hear your thoughts on this. So I think, oh, wow. Claudio just launched Sammy like 8 feet in the air and gave him an uppercut on the way down.
Wow. I haven't got there. Awesome. Big breakup. All right. They're going for it. They're going for it at least. What's up, Nightmare? What's up, Mark?
Hey, yo. What is okay? So I'm thinking. So right now, Danielson just tagged Claudio, and Jericho's going for the bat, and Danielson's like, "Nah, I'm gonna tope suicida onto Sammy." Jericho's got the bat. Claudio doesn't see it because he's a big dumb baby face.
Because we just had 2 out of 3 falls between Danielson and Guevara.
Oh. Oh, this is awesome. Claudio's giving Jericho the swing while he's holding the bat.
There you go. Huge tope.
Yes.
I hate today. All right, well,
Hopefully we can make it better, Alexander.
Yeah, let's go, Alexander. Smile. Sammy's fault. I don't know what Sammy's fault is.
Oh, look at this. Grabs the bat. He's holding on to the bat. He's got him in a sharpshooter. Got the bat over his shoulder, Claudio. And Jericho's tapping again.
Good point. Anyone notice that AEW has started cutting down on gimmick matches during TV? Yeah, they kind of have.
Oh,
remember
like doing
they were on that hot run,
like Quake by the Lake and Fighter Fest and all that jazz.
Yeah,
is that what you mean? Yeah,
but yeah, and even like the big like death match, like cage match, brawl, street fight. That's
like remember when they did Eddie and Jericho and the barbed wire everywhere match where the finish made zero effing sense.
Right. And still to this day, we were like, where did that come from? Hey, yo. JV, welcome back, buddy. It's the stupid format AEW set up. This should be a main event. I'm okay with it opening the show. I don't hate it.
I mean, we got plenty of matches on here that could main event.
Getting a little hype package for Moxley and MJF. Who you think taking this? Are you leaning like everyone else?
What, MJF?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Regal turns and hands him the Nux.
I've been beating that drum. I was like, that might be real interesting, right? And
well, I mean, it fits the narrative they've been telling.
It really does.
It like Regal loves being a heel. Like
he
loves
really does.
It.
Mm-hmm.
He's amazing.
He's better at it. Yeah.
And that's what I was going to ask you is I feel like this whole pay-per-view is going to kind of be an implosion of Blackpool Combat Club.
Yes.
Because Regal's going to turn on him. Mm-hmm. And I feel like in that fatal four-way, Danielson's going to kind of snap.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe
I have a feeling Yuta might be involved in that where
something.
Yuta kind of.
Yeah, just it's going to be in multiple facets that they're just going to. That's
right. Now, folks, up next, we are going to get Swerve, Strickland, and Bowens? Caster. Bowens. Here's the music video. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know what you're talking about.
I am in commercial.
I'm going to commercial now. What else we got, folks? I will remind everybody we are back tomorrow night. Let's rumble. Another special interview, another rumble. We're going to have a good time on a Thursday. We'll keep one eye on Impact because it's kind of their go-home show for Overdrive. And then Friday, we're back for a triple header. Myself, Nick, and who knows who else will be running through 3+ hours on Impact Wrestling, AEW, Full Gear, not just a normal Rampage, a Full Gear Rampage, and SmackDown. So we got lots to cover, lots to talk about. And then Saturday, of course, we're back for what's probably going to be a 6-hour stream as we head into Full Gear and a loaded night of action. Now, maybe Tony's taking some feedback and we only get 9-10 matches and it's not as long.
I don't know. I feel like I'm thinking the Jade Nyla match is going to be on the buy-in.
Right.
I don't think he puts all 3 women's matches on the main card.
That's probably true.
But that's the thing. How many more matches can they really announce? Like, there's not a whole lot more storylines. Like, if he's adding more matches, it's just going to be to add matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's really no point.
Like, the trios is really the only.
Yeah, slip in a trio.
I mean, maybe an Orange Cassidy match, but that's been like the TV title lately. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pretty sure I just heard Nick twitch somewhere out there. But yeah, we'll get OC.
I am always down for an Orange Cassidy match, Nick.
Right? I don't know. I think he can go in the ring.
Trust me, I'm already making a meme about Nick being the next Jim Cornette.
Jericho taps. Yes, he did. Yes. Kind of hard to smile. Sorry, Alex. Finally, some good booking. There you go. Boss likes the booking. JAS for the win. That's how far behind we are at this point. Oh, the music video is coming up. That's right. The release of the acclaimed music video tonight. Like Conan used to do. See this match of Swerve and Bowens should open the match. The acclaim can really get the crowd pumping. Should be good. It should be good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really interested to see how many more matches he actually adds here, because it doesn't make sense to add a bunch. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of storylines left.
No, and I mean, this is an interesting question from Smile Mark. Is Adam Cole, which I don't believe he's close to returning, but that could be kayfabe by any stretch. And then, of course, Kyle O'Reilly, we haven't seen in a while, still recovering as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a possibility, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, Darby.
Yeah, we're getting Darby crowd surfing in a body bag.
In one of his weird student films, Sting's driving a convertible.
Right?
I mean, these are like pretty cool. I just call them the little student films because it seems like some like
right
goofy film major would make.
I just do it for the love of the art. All right, so there's Darby.
There's Double J.
Darby's bleeding.
Yeah, so that's still bleeding after Wednesday.
Right? Bleeding going to the match. There we go. Now, are you thrilled about a double J taking up TV time?
Here's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that he does this and then goes backstage and goes away.
Yep. Just stay backstage. Yeah, I'm totally okay with him being backstage.
That's fine. If you want to be head of business, whatever, fine. Please do not take up television time. Please.
Yeah.
Same with Jay Lethal. I've seen enough Jay Lethal matches to last me an effing lifetime.
I think he's up there as most matches competed in ever.
God, he's like the guy to get everybody over, and it's just like, okay, you have a huge roster. Please do something else. All right, here we go. Acclaimed. I didn't even hear the rap. I'll have to re-listen to it.
About to get burned like Jay Leno. Ooh, I think they're on their cycle again. It's all right. No, but your point is Double J is like the roaches in my apartment. There you go. There you go.
Like, we don't. Music video. Here we go. Oh my God. No! Big Show's Captain Insano from Waterboy.
They rumored that. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I hate that you're ahead of me right now. That's funny as shit.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't even said anything. That's amazing.
No, because there was rumors about it, and they were like, how are they gonna fit this in?
That's amazing.
What the fuck?
It's so good.
What is happening?
He's got the freaking American flag singlet on.
What is happening?
This is so good. Oh, I love it. That just made me so happy.
Is that? No, I can't say it.
Captain Insano cape. Yes. Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. So we are getting the premiere of the Acclaims music video starring Paul White, kinda. Captain Insano. Darby Allin and Sting hope they win at Full Gear. I think Darby Allin and Sting are kind of in the same category where you mentioned earlier about they've just been kind of doing stuff for a long time.
Yeah,
But
there's no real feud. It's just
right?
just there, which is fine. But it like that match doesn't need to be on the main card. It's just, hey, Sting and Jeff Jarrett have fought each other for 45 years. Here they
Right?
are again. Put it on the buy-in. That way
Yeah.
people on YouTube are like, hey, Sting and Double J. Okay, I'll buy that. Boom, done.
I don't think
Now,
there's any
please
way
go
they put
backstage.
I don't see it, dude. I see it being like the third, fourth match of the night.
And the only thing the ending of that music video is great. Them all walking on the beach holding hands. Like Billy Gunn in the middle and then him holding their hands like they're his kids.
The mock Keith Lee and Swerve are pretty funny, to be honest.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Like,
by the way, seeing him live last Saturday was pretty dope.
Yeah. A Revolver, right?
Yeah, him and Myron Reed went at it. That was awesome.
Hell of a show. Hell of a show.
I mean, you already know this, but I got to hang out with Allie Ketch a little bit, take some pictures.
You bastard.
It's a good time.
Bastard.
Which her and Jessica had a really good match, but I'm kind of mad that I'm not going to be there for the next one in Iowa.
They're going to have a good one next time.
They're going to have a death match, which is awesome.
Let's go.
Uh-oh.
No, I liked it. I liked that Allie went over. And it was, she was definitely happy about stealing that win off Jessica. So,
yeah.
Oh, shit. Wait.
All right. Bowens and Swerve, one-on-one. Nobody ringside.
Billy beating the shit out of Swerve to start the match. Just throwing that out there.
See, I like that. I like that that's continuing.
Yes. You cut my scissors, you bastard.
He's pissed at him. Like last week when he came out and just gunned right into the ring after him.
This is my livelihood. What are you doing?
Yeah. This is all I have anymore.
Did you guys see Sarai's interview with Chris Van Vliet? Yesterday, so good, honest. I didn't see it.
I saw a clip. I didn't get to watch the whole thing, but most of his interviews are really good. So
yeah,
it doesn't surprise me.
You can be mad that I butchered his name, but that's what I do here. They got these dudes all booed up on the couch. Oh, the two dudes in the video?
Oh, yeah. The fake Swerve and fake Keith.
Right.
Yes.
By the way, digging the Christmas
on the couch. Thank you.
Right. I just noticed it, to be honest.
Thanksgiving is Christmas season. So anybody that has a problem, deal with it. It's been up since November 2nd.
Mine recently went up. So. Ethan Page.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm looking forward to that tag match just because, the nostalgia factor and whatever.
Yeah.
But I only need to see it once. I don't need it to be continued. And that's what worries me is
ongoing.
Double J's promo when he came out.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to, by the time I'm done with AEW, there's going to be body bags, which may just be, whatever. But it also is like, it feels like he's going to wrestle more people. And I don't need that.
Yeah. And I mean, one of the cool things about AEW on its onset was the fact that it was supposed to be younger. It was supposed to be more in tune with, today. It wasn't the old guys making the bookings. It was
you pushed the young stars. Like you had the Jerichos of the world to be there as a, hey, let's pull some people in who know who this guy is. That makes sense.
Yes.
He needed the title at the beginning. Does not need 100%. Any kind of gold on him ever again.
No, I completely agree with that, Rig. I mean, he needed that title in the beginning, but now you're bringing in, now you got the Jarrett in there, you got Sting still kicking around, and this is a company that consistently says we just can't find enough hours on TV. You might have some few moments that you could probably spare a few people sitting on the bench.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, there's even been matches that are on Dynamite that's like, man, that could have been on a Rampage, you know?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think I'm hoping when they renegotiate, because it sounds like Warner's really happy with them. So I'm thinking when they renegotiate their TV deal, I'm kind of hoping that Rampage maybe turns into like a 2-hour live. I don't think it'll go. I don't think Dynamite goes to a different night or anything.
Right.
Reginald Johnson being
Reginald. Wow. Oh, Sesame Daddy. That's funny as hell, right? That's Walmart Swerve too. Top Flight is back. And
I mean, I feel like it's Darius every time getting hurt, unfortunately, but
it has been, yeah, a little bad streak there.
Which I got to see them on an indie, actually. I was very thankful for that. Warrior Wrestling.
Yes.
I got to see that was a kick-ass match. It was Top Flight, so Darius and Daunte versus Arez and Dante Leon.
Okay.
Versus Trey Miguel and Myron Reed in a triple threat tag match, and it was, you want to talk about high flying crazy spot fest? That was it.
Yeah, no doubt.
That was awesome.
By the way, if you haven't made a prediction yet on Swerve and Bowens, get it in. Let us know who's going to take the W on this one, folks.
Oh, and don't forget, I definitely got Swerve on this for sure.
I'm with you. I got Swerve on this as well. I feel like, man, part of me doesn't want them to be breaking up Lee and Swerve.
I don't either, but they're also like going to be really awesome singles.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So, and it allows for them to down the road have a callback to, hey, let's get the band back together. You know, when they both turn face again, or you know, whatever.
Right. Fair enough.
And
Swerve.
So Swerve even, which is a little, I don't know if you could hear it on the Revolver stream, but in his match with Myron Reed, he was like, man, I've really enjoyed hurting people these last few months. Like during the match. It was awesome. Yeah.
No, I mean,
look at him doing push-ups on Bowens.
No, Swerve's really good. I mean, Swerve's a guy that could rock any of the belts. But definitely, throwing like a TNT title on him and giving him some really solid competition, he'd be awesome.
So what? I mean, I think he's main event by the end of 2023. Personally,
yeah, fair enough.
I think so. I think he's that. Just his everything about him. You know how he calls himself a mogul and everything. He's got that crossover star potential. Yeah. I mean, he's hanging out with Rick Ross on Dynamite. Like, let's be real.
Accusations. Rick Ross is a pro.
Dude, one take.
No doubt. Like, I mean, he didn't even hesitate.
False accusations.
I
love how that was like immediately a meme. Just, I love it.
Oh, man. Nick and CJ popped on each other and we posted it and people were like, eating it up. It was such a funny moment. And like, what a weird, like, I think it was Nick that pointed out, like, what a weird transition. Like, how do we get here?
Yeah, we went from, what did we go for? It was
Ciabatta.
Yeah, got story Ciabatta to Rick Ross. Like, never thought I'd say those two names in the same sentence.
Right. For anyone wondering, Samoa Joe is scheduled up next, by the way. Maybe he'll do some splaining. Does Bowens have a solo finisher? I'm sure he does. I think
he does. It's like a swinging like
neck breaker,
suplex neck breaker thing.
Yeah. That sounds about right. I don't know what he called
it. It's real cool looking. And then he's got one that he does with them like up in the corner too, and I can't remember what it is.
I think Bowens is excellent.
One of my favorite matches was actually last year before they were really over when Danielson first came in, and him and Danielson had a match on Rampage.
Yep.
Dude, that was so good. Like, that was when I was like, holy crap, like Bowens can work, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Bowens for the win.
Freaking super athlete.
No, he really is. And I mean, we always expect the inevitable split of a tag team. And I mean, when it comes that day, which I hope is nowhere soon, these two, Bowens and Caster, will deliver an outstanding program.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. And I can almost guarantee you that Max Caster is going to be the heel in that program.
It feels that way, yeah. But Bowens could probably do it because Caster's been
Bowens could do it, yeah. But I just feel like Bowens is the more natural baby face of the two.
I want to see them as full heels.
Who?
Swerve and Lee, maybe?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I think Lee could be a heel. I mean, obviously Vince wanted him to be, not in a great way, but have Swerve be heel champion, have Lee be his bodyguard. No, Lee's a little above bodyguard status.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Oh, stomp.
Good night. Swerve in control completely.
Ooh, kick out.
Back with dinner rotini pasta with meatballs.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Right, Larry? Is that a spicy meatball?
Is that the spicy meatball? Oh, that sounds so good.
He should do a finisher more often because they have that tandem finisher, right? And then they often finish with the frog splash, or the elbow.
Well, yeah, the mic drop is the elbow,
right?
Yeah, Swerve just pinned him.
Yeah, absolutely. Medium spicy.
Yeah, Swerve's so good. Yeah, pinned him clean.
Yeah. No, Swerve's outstanding, intelligent, well-spoken, a really solid athlete. I'd like to see, like you said, him get that kind of push up the chart a little bit. Right? And it's like the detail. It's the pin and instantly sits into the camera and starts talking. Like, there's no hesitation. He's just on. I love it.
No, I mean, I just think that him as a heel champion would just be so good, man.
Absolutely.
You know, just that, and I know everybody calls him like Joker, Swerve, or whatever. Like that's the comparison, but really that's just like, it's not to the point where it's cartoonish. It's just like, it's still believable that this guy's just, he's got a couple screws loose. You know what I mean?
A couple for sure. We're getting the hype package now for Nyla Rose and Jade. I don't exactly like, this should be a pre-show match or maybe not on the card. That's just my humble opinion.
I personally have hated I don't hate either of the competitors. I've hated the program itself. The stolen belt, I think that's the dumbest. You have 1 million people working there. Stop her at the door and say, no, that's not yours. Like,
I mean, yeah, we just had all this talk about backstage problems. You think somebody would be like, okay, all right, give it back before something breaks out. Come on now.
Here comes Luchasaurus, Kanosaurus.
Canosaurus.
No, it's Mojo. Sorry, their entrance thing.
Yes, it's
similar now.
Yeah. Heel acclaimed would be a great one, Dave. Now, keep in mind, Jay, they were heels.
They
organically transitioned. That people were getting off on the punchlines, and they organically changed. So if they ever did want to go back the other way, they'd absolutely be able to do it. Because they were really good heels prior to accidentally becoming baby faces.
And that's the thing. I feel like they were more comedy heels than like cruel heels. You know what I mean? Like they just, it was fun because they came out and dissed everybody, which they still do now. It's just people like
and some of the goofy shit they did with the Ass Boys, ironically.
Yeah. I was there in Columbus for the dumpster match. That was awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
We were worried about people's safety with that one.
Oh, trust me, I was too. When they started pushing that thing, I was like, oh. And Joe's in the ring.
Swerve won. Damn. There you go. If they want to turn him heel, why have him go clean over Bowens?
Because he's going to cheat on Saturday.
Yeah, no, I think because they're going to lose on Saturday, one, and
he's
two.
He's going to attempt to cheat on Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. Rig is, Keith Lee being the baby face, doesn't want to cheat. And they're already selling us on that shoulder, by the way. They had the doctor come over and check on Bowens' shoulder at the end. So that probably be a storyline going into Saturday. So we'll see. I think him going over here clean, he's transitioning to a singles competitor. He went over a tag team specialist. I'm okay with it. Chris Jericho got voted off the Masked Singer. No shit. Did you see that? I think your mic's. Oh, okay. I'm like, I can't.
No, I was trying to listen to Joe.
Oh, my bad.
No, he's cutting a really good promo right now. Like classic, just pissed off Joe.
Yeah.
Love it. And like it's funny because everything he's saying is true. Like he's talking about like if somebody states a fact that they want to take something you have, would you not like, be a little bit upset about that? But yeah, I did see him and
Dude getting cheers.
Him and the Bridezilla, like whatever.
Right.
And it was so obviously Jericho. Like he's a rock singer. Like he's not an actual good singer. Oh, here comes Powerhouse.
So this is one of the matches people were
triple threat. Triple threat. I called it as soon as he turned on Wardlow. I said, please make this a triple threat.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I think that's definitely. I'm down. I mean, that's a big beefy triple threat.
All the meaty meat men slapping meat.
Oh yeah, that's the Baconator of matches right there.
Ooh. Now, do you do this? Do you make this a 2 out of 3 falls? 1 fall for each title?
Shit. 1 fall, winner take all. And let Hobbs take it.
I mean, that too.
Confuse everybody.
I don't think so. Yep, here comes Wardlow. Triple threat. Let's go.
So that's match number 9.
I mean, they haven't announced it, but that's pretty stupid if they
did. They'll announce it for next Wednesday and we'll be pissed.
Right. They'll announce it for Rampage.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Wardlow out of nowhere with the spear. Shades of Goldberg.
Shades of Goldberg. Swerve is everything JTG was being groomed for. Not really.
I feel like
I get where you're kind of going, but nah.
Wow, whole freaking locker room's pouring out, separating these guys.
Well, yeah,
literally, like half the men's locker rooms in the ring right now. Josh Woods is out there. Dark Order's out there. Butcher and Blade.
I like these segments because we find out who's still in the company. Oh,
right.
Shit.
Toni
He's still here?
Wardlow going with his old gimmick, getting rid of the security.
Oh, here we go.
Wardlow's in the ring with Dark Order, and they're just like, "No, man, we're cool. Go ahead."
Smile Mark. As of right now, no, but I do think there's, and Rig and I talked about this earlier, that there is a good possibility that will get worked into this. Oh, shit.
Watch Wardlow.
Get out. Why are you still in the ring?
Just wait. Here it comes.
But the crazy... What the fuck?
Tope.
A Tope Wardlow. That was a huge.
Tope Wardlow. I love it. Copyright it. Trademark it.
Holy shit,
buddy.
Big men shouldn't fly like that.
He's something, man. Oh, we're getting Death Triangle versus Top Flight next.
Yeah, it's Top Flight, and who's the? Are we
AR
just going
Fox.
to AR Fox is the other one, which makes me laugh every time I hear it.
AR Fox.
Right. So that, folks, we are heading into another commercial break. As Big Rig just said, we are getting a trios match. I think they're going to continue to build the demise of Death Triangle, which I feel like it's that we never got enough of them. We never saw enough of them, but they're on the verge of kind of going another way. But we'll see what that brings. Folks, I will remind everyone while we are on this break that we are back tomorrow. Let's Rumble, another great interview coming your way. We're lining them up. We're trying to keep them weekly at this point. So yeah, no, it's been exciting and fun meeting all these new guests and having them on constantly. Tomorrow, we are looking forward to it. I think we are going to have a little surprise for everybody. But that being said, we have the Rumble after that, and then we're going into Triple Header Friday. That's right. Once again, like we just did last Saturday, there will be 3 shows on one stream. We get Rampage, we get Impact Overdrive, which is stacked, and we get SmackDown. We'll see what it all means. And then Saturday, Full Gear. Sunday, there's something scheduled on Sunday that's kind of piquing our interest. So make sure you click that little bell, like, join, subscribe, be a part of the family. Thank you for being here. And speaking of being here, thank you, Big Rig. Tell us about you and the boys over at DWO, sir.
Over at DWO, we're still live every Thursday and Sunday. Have quite a few interviews dropping here soon. Literally, like, our interview lineup is getting really full really quick. Like, we have so many people that we're booking for interviews. We actually just had an interview with Dan the Dad. Nice. For those that are familiar with him, so that was a fun interview. Dad World Order, Dan the Dad. I mean, it's a match made in heaven.
It just seems like a perfect fit.
Yeah, and I mean, he had some really interesting insights. Like, asking him, I won't spoil it, but like, he had a really interesting answer when I asked him, like, who would be your guy that you haven't, or your opponent that you haven't wrestled yet, who would you want to wrestle? And his answer, I was like, wow, I didn't expect that at all.
Right.
So yeah, pretty cool. Check that out. And then we have really just a lot of indie stars coming up that we're interviewing. We got tomorrow. We got Sinclair Octavius Bentley, or SOB as he's known. He's part of the NWF. We like to call him Carl Winslow Light. But he's awesome. He's a very, very charismatic guy. So we're very excited for that interview. And yeah, just a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. Going to a lot of shows, and I'm sure we'll get more interviews out of that. So, but we got DMD cutting the promo backstage.
Can you hear me still?
Yes, I can.
All right. I unplugged my mic again. It's a bad habit of mine. But yes, we got Britt Baker on the screen, folks. Remember, follow along, play at home. If you got predictions, got questions, what's on your wrestling mind, we will talk about anything. Keep the chat live as it has been. And we do click on just about every single one, except some of those silly ones.
Yeah, please. I mean, if you ever watch me over on DWO, if you've seen me on here before, you know that I go down fantasy booking rabbit holes all the time. So,
right.
Believe me. And I mean, I will tell you my opinion on them. If you got your own fantasy booking, or just, give me one, I'll throw it out there. We are going to a show on December 2nd. It's a new promotion called Cincy Wrestling. And the main event is going to be Aaron Williams versus Dan Severn.
Dan Severn.
The baddest man alive versus the 64-year-old beast.
The beast.
And I
still looks like a
so
beast
excited for
the picture. Right.
And I like never in my life did I think I would see that match, So,
Yeah.
throw them all out there. We got all kinds of crazy stuff.
Right. Now, Britt
Going
Baker
on.
cutting a hard promo, by the way, and I will just say this: I want Britt Baker to go over Paige, and Paige was one of my faves of ever.
Mm-hmm.
I want Britt to take it.
Obviously I watch a lot of other podcasts, just try to see multiple different opinions type thing, and I think that's actually a really smart booking decision,
Right.
because you can tell the story they kind of told with Punk, where he hasn't done this in so long.
True.
Same with her. She hasn't been in the ring in what, 5-6 years?
Yep.
Like, her
Ring
taking a
rust.
loss wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world.
No.
And it would put Britt through the roof over,
Absolutely.
And then Saraya can get that win back later down the road. I think it's a win-win for everybody.
Right.
Because at first I was like, there ain't no way Saraya's losing her first one back after 5 years, which I still think it could go that way. But I don't know. I think that is the smartest decision out of all of them.
Right. No, I completely agree with that. Swerve feud with, that would work. I mean, I want someone a little chattier than Cassidy for Swerve, though, because he's a talker.
Yeah.
He needs a counterpart. Heel Joe. Any Joe is good Joe.
See, here's what sucks, though, is I love Death Triangle's entrance.
Yes, you will.
I don't want him to break up.
No, I'm really disappointed. I'm such a huge fan of Death Triangle, and particularly, I mean, I like all three of them, to be honest. And they never really, because the inconsistency with booking and in and out. Right. But ever since they got the Trios title, I think they defended it once. Yeah. If my memory serves me correct. So they didn't even highlight that brand new division. Now,
no, they've had two. They had one against Dark Order, and they had one against somebody else. I can't remember who it was, though.
See, they should have that. See, if I was in Tony's position, and let's say the ultimate plan is to give the belts back to the Young Bucks and Kenny, instead of going, don't use them until we get back, I would have said, man, you put the Trios titles on the line for like 6 straight weeks, and you have barn burners. Then this way, when we come back and take them, people are going to be fucking either blown away happy because we're babyface returned, or people are going to be fucking livid because we came back like pricks and stole the belts.
And that's where, like you're saying, like the Trios titles feel very like they're like the bottom of the barrel title right now because they haven't been on TV. You've seen, the ROH championship more than you see the AEW Trios belts
and the TV title and the pure title.
And I know that he got kind of booked into a corner with everything that happened after All Out. Obviously. But I mean, I personally thought that they had a slam dunk with Dark Order winning them at that live Rampage before Battle of the Belts.
I would have been very upset.
I know, but I think in Rochester, like it made sense, and you very well could have had, Dark Order versus Elite when they come back, rematch of the finals. So
could have had something, but I would have liked the division. Like you make a big deal, guys. Big title. We got new titles coming. All right, now we got them. Highlight them. Put them on showcase. And I mean, I think that would have been an opportunity to also, have people stop talking about all the bad shit. Start having them go like, "Oh shit, look at this division." But yeah, it'll be interesting if I really do have this eerie feeling that the Elite are going to go straight back, take their belts back, and run whatever their first storyline is.
I'm hoping it doesn't happen, but I'm realistic.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I think it's a bad look. But, we've had everything from Paige got that title shot. Then we had Colt Cabana comes back and the little digs, and it wouldn't shock me if that's how they do it. But I really don't. To your point, I don't want it.
Yeah. But no, I am a massive fan of Death Triangle, so I don't want to see them break up. But I think it's also one of those things where Pac can go on his singles run. Death Triangle can be a tag team, do singles, and then they come back together down the line, you know.
Oh, God. Daunte.
And if I'm being honest, my favorite out of the three is Penta. I love Penta so much.
I'm 100% with you. I mean, even in Lucha Underground, I thought Penta was outstanding. I was like, who's this guy?
Look at me. I'm Joe. I'm screaming Dermot. Man.
No, that was a wicked
Joe,
pro,
man.
That was a fucking way. You watch him out, JV.
VHS is about to make the list.
Right? We have to rewind Mr. JV over there.
You just made the list. That's my daughter.
I'm thinking Goldust is back to WWE, perhaps.
Oh, here we go. No, I don't think he goes back at all. I think if anything, he retires at AEW and just runs his wrestling school.
Yeah,
that's kind of because he's said multiple times he enjoys working with the talent there.
Yeah,
and his wrestling school, as well as Cody's Nightmare Factory, it's kind of a feeder program.
Yeah. I will throw this out here, though. Cody comes back and eventually ends up with that strap, that world title.
Oh, it's happening. Yeah.
And you give us that Cody Dusty one time, the one we never really got in the WWE match as a sentimental piece like they did in AEW.
Yeah.
I'm down. We'll get it.
Which that, dude, I can't wait until we have a streaming service just so I can go back and watch that match.
Yeah.
That was one of those that you can just watch it over and over again. It was so really good.
Yeah, I mean, that was like right in that cusp of where everybody was real excited and eager, and like it was such a good tone setter of like, okay, this is what we're gonna get on this program. I'm totally in.
Oh, AR Fox just being a freak athlete.
Yeah, right. I just got the cutter. AR Fox looking around. And giving the business to the other.
Throw Brian Cage. He's had too many chances. He doesn't get to go in.
I feel like they're giving Cage a bit of a rub, though.
I'm glad. Like, I think it was like kind of a, hey, you got snubbed off TV. And I think it's kind of putting him in the spotlight because when ROH does eventually get a TV deal, I think he's going to be a main guy there. Mm-hmm.
Darius and Daunte.
AR Fox run up the ring post and do
Dude, that shit just boggles my mind because it was I'd be fucking Logan Paul in my knee trying to do something like that.
Yeah. See, these are the trios matches that I want, like tandem trios awesomeness. Please and thank you.
Yeah.
And that's they have so many trios. Why are we not defending these belts more?
Exactly. Like what we're getting
tonight. Is the Elite are gone? The trios division doesn't exist anymore. Like,
yes, and that I think is the beef. Like that's what I'm hearing, even from AEW fans of like shit. Like, look how good this match is, and it's Death Triangle versus essentially jobbers. No offense, Dante Martin, but you're still kind of there for me, right? But we don't know AR Fox.
Awesome.
His brother was more hurt than available for the last 2 years. So, and it's a fucking stellar match.
Yep. And so what you have too is, leading up to All Out with we're going to have a trios tournament. How many trios matches did we have? And granted, we still had House of Black and, whatever, but they had trios out the butt. And now because the Elite are gone, it's like, no, well, we're not going to have this division until they come back.
Yeah. And see, that's bad for business.
I agree. I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah. I think if I was the Bucks sitting there going, whoever's got these belts right now, we know they're ours. They made them for us, for fuck's sake. We run this show. However, we want to go back and win something that means something. So they should have fucking, like I said, every second week
build those titles up like crazy.
3 weeks out of 4, you let them fucking just have a match like this right at the fucking 9 o'clock hour.
Well, and you know how many trios matches they could have done that would have main evented a Rampage?
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Because Rampage is essentially supposed to be we don't have a ton of storyline stuff going on. We're just going to put on some really awesome banger matches. I mean, that's what it was for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's what it should be. So I feel like the quality of the matches dipped, but I used to like Rampage a lot when it first was introduced because, like you said, there wasn't a whole lot of talking. 60 minutes in and out, and 3 matches, maybe a fourth if there's a squash in there. Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like remember when we had Bryan Danielson versus Minoru Suzuki on YouTube for Rampage? Like it was the one where they were going up against SmackDown for an hour.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, give me that all day, please. But yeah, it's one of those things where they kind of got away from it. I'm hoping, I don't think I'm really hoping that when they bring House of Black back that they're actually going to give them a push.
They have to.
I don't really agree with everybody saying they were booked into the ground because I feel like they still got a lot of TV time and stuff, and it's not like they were losing a ton, at least in my eyes. But yeah, they should have been more heavily used, in the trios division. But also, like, everybody's like, oh, that's why Buddy and Malachi left. No, dude, they had personal stuff going on. Like, the internet gets so swept up in all this crap, and it's just like, these are still human beings that have stuff going on in their lives. You know what I mean? That's where you kind of got to take a step back and just be like, okay, let me not have an opinion on every little minute detail of the world.
Yeah, again, multiple angles to it. And I listen, a lot of people would be accurate to say that. I don't know if it was booked into the ground more than we expected more. Like, I think.
When Malachi came in, we were like, holy shit. Like, I remember that debut, man. Him freaking missing Cody and
really.
So, do you remember that? This still makes me laugh to this day. Oh my gosh.
I'm surprised
Daunte being a freak of nature. Huh?
The crowd got super quiet, like almost like they were tired.
Really?
Like right now, I'm nearing the end, I guess the end of the match here, but
my God. Hey, yeah, this is just, hey, let's put 6 freaks of nature in there together.
All right. Get over here. We're not done.
Fox is in there by himself with Fenix.
Damn.
Oh, what? Step up Spanish fly. What is happening? Oh.
But
1, 2, break up.
It just felt like the crowd got real quiet on this.
I got it muted, so I don't.
Now they're picking it up. This is awesome. Yeah, step up Spanish fly.
What the hell, man?
How is it that AR Fox is the best guy in this match?
Right. Like, what? Does he just, like, not have a character? Like, that's why he hasn't. Like, I know he's been on Dark a ton.
Right?
Uh-oh.
Why are the trio champions having so much trouble with this?
No, they just hit AR Fox with the biggest fear factor pile driver I've ever seen.
Goodbye. About time. Let's go.
And here comes Black Arrow. Doink. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Jim Ross is spitting in his grave. Wait, what? What?
Yep, Death Triangle in. These guys are good.
I think they spent too much time putting shine on AR Fox, to be honest.
Hey,
But
man, maybe they're going to sign him. I don't know.
Well, after that, they might want to consider it, but they got a lot of guys like. Big E no longer needs a neck brace. That's good to know.
Yeah, he's been out of a neck brace for a while.
That's what I thought. But that's no, we hope all the best. I'd love to see him come back. So
yeah,
you never want to see someone's career end prematurely. Whoa, you got loud. Is that Ray yelling at everybody?
Pac.
Yeah, there he is. Anyone in here and watch Wow Wrestling? Those women can go. Yeah, I peek in from time to time when I can, but yeah, not bad, not bad. There's some talented women there for sure, though. Yeah, yours gonna have to come down a little bit, bro. It's positioning. It's a positioning issue. DMD, blah, 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 blah. We got to catch up on some of these. Yeah, here they go. Calling out the elite. Oh. What is happening? What is happening? So, yeah, definitely making reference. For maybe the last time. This match is phenomenal.
Death Triangle versus the Elite. Yep. No, there's a graphic.
Wow, no angle. Why wouldn't they come back? Like, then just have them show up and pick a fight. Oh, they give us. Yeah, here it goes. I want to see how much of pop we get. A little pop, not a bad one. Are they baby faces or heels? I guess they're baby faces, or does it matter?
I don't know. They won that one clean, so it's like
it's going to be a hell of a fucking match. But goodbye titles. I'm disappointed.
I don't know, man. I feel like the goodwill. If they want some goodwill, you have Death Triangle keep them.
No,
I know it in the world of AEW, it doesn't make sense, but I think if you want to show some goodwill,
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a rough. Listen. That's what we all like. I mean, I agree with you. I think a lot of us want that. I don't want to say that's what we all want, right. But dude, to me, it's just like they're doing exactly what we're like. They won't do that. Come on. But even then, I could actually see Malachi Black coming back, and the House of Black fucking over Death Triangle, allowing them to win it and avoiding the problem altogether.
See, but here's what I'm hoping. Now that they've like legitimately announced All Ego versus Bandido up next.
Yes. All right, let's go.
I'm really excited for this match. I love Ethan Page. So
ridiculous. Match of the week so far. Nice shout, Jay.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
That was fun.
Official. Elite versus Death Triangle.
How do we feel about it, folks? Light up the chat. Are you happy? Right into no angle. We could have built it up for the last couple of weeks. You could have done something, but nope. Handed your titles right back, just like everyone else that was kind of against Punk. It's just Here, let's go right back. You know, here's your title shot, Adam Page. Here's your rub. If he didn't hurt his neck, he might be world champion right now.
Yeah, Bandido. Got to see him live on Saturday too. God, his gear's
Yeah,
so good.
he did.
He is a lot shorter than I thought he was. Either that or I'm like really tall, but like in the picture, like I'm standing next to him and I'm like towering over him.
Right.
But he's also like stronger than I am. Like I know that for a fact. Like the stuff I've seen him do.
Right.
Like at that show, I watched him one-arm military press Ace Austin like it was nothing. So
right.
Yeah, this is gonna be amazing. Yeah, I actually got one of his stickers on my laptop right now.
Not bad, not bad. Well, I'm a fan of Bandido. I'm glad that
he's awesome,
but I have a feeling he might go under.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Page versus Starks, and I'm hoping Starks goes over because I think Starks versus MJF at Winter is Coming is a freaking awesome program,
right? Yeah, fair enough.
Especially if MJF stays heel. I don't think the firm are actually done.
You pursue it. Interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting part of the angle. I mean, it's almost like if he wins and then someone like Ethan Page comes after him, it pushes him into that babyface role, which I still don't agree with.
That's the one thing with Bandido, man. He's got to find a guy to make him a new rigging for his mask. He messes with his mask so much.
A lot.
Like, it's really cool, but he is always like he's got to get something to where it like comes something to keep it more securely.
Right.
Even here's what I'm saying. Like the final battle graphic is Samoa Joe holding the TV title. Like he's not losing it before then.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, he'll be in the 3-way for Wardlow's belt.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, do they make it a 2 out of 3 falls, and the first fall is like the television title, and the second fall is the TNT title type thing. You know what I mean?
Right. They could 100%, absolutely. But as you said, there's Joe with the belt in hand, so don't expect that to go anywhere. Yeah, Bandido really's got to get a chin strap or something.
Something. I mean, it's a dope mask. I love it. But yeah, he's like messing with it all the time.
And to your point, he's much smaller than Ethan Page.
Yeah.
Like,
but
he's trying to get him up. He's trying to get him up. Jesus. Wow. There you go. Like you said, strong man. Ethan Page, future champion. Could be.
He's main event material too. If they give him the right push, give that guy a microphone and let him wrestle, and you're golden.
Right? Yeah.
That's why I hated him being with Dan Lambert for so long. I'm like, he doesn't need this guy at all. Like, you had him and Scorpio Sky, 2 guys that are notoriously great talkers, with a talker. Like, why? I don't know. That was dumb.
JV doesn't get how we all came together. Well, they don't all have to be Mexican to get along. They all have very similar styles, and they bonded. They're buddies. I don't see the problem there, JV. And I think they were.
Yeah, I don't know how it's. I think they were just like, that was one of the early things at Dynamite. They just kind of got together, right?
Yeah. It was. It just kind of made sense because it was just a heel grouping, right?
Yeah. Well, and I mean, like Penta and Eddie Kingston are like best friends. Like, you wouldn't think that would be a thing, but it is. So, I mean, they'll pop for the Elite. I have no doubt about that.
Right. Brandon Cutler's useless. Absolutely useless. Brandon Cutler.
I think he's good in his role. Like, he's good as just the stooge.
I guess. I think the stooge is distracting on the Elite. That was one of the things I wish he would just go the fuck. What do you think the Elite are going to come back like, dude? Are they going to come back kind of what they left as and just said, fuck it, we do us and we don't care? Are they going to dig in and be heels? Are they going to play up the whole CM Punk thing?
What do I hope or what do I think?
I'll take either or both.
Okay. I mean, I hope they come back as baby faces, but they still lose to Death Triangle. What I think is they come back as baby faces because they're the elite and they go over and take the titles because they're the elite.
Fair enough. What if they win the titles back and then it's the House of Black that returns? But then do they go over the House of Black in some type of program to make them even look more bad?
If you have the House of Black as the elite's first feud as title holders, House of Black goes over the elite. If you don't, you lose all the goodwill you have with your fans.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. And I mean, I think some fans are a little bit like, I know the diehard elite fans are going to be like, this is awesome. They're going to they're going to get the belts. But to me, it's just there was a better way to go about this. And it just looks like
they don't need titles, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like I understand why they wanted to do it in the first place because you want your big main event guys to be your first title holders.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? House of Black's really effing over too.
Yeah.
You could very well have them go over Death Triangle or the Elite and everybody come out fine on the other side.
Yeah. That all depends. Again, I think what the fans are watching for right now is, are you going to put business first? Are you going to make smart business decisions? Or are you just a spoiled rich kid that is just going to continue to play with your buddies? And I think you're watching the sitting of the herd where they're going to push out the Miros and push out the Andrades, and then it will be right back to that initial core group and anybody that's latched on like a Jericho and made kind. And then I don't know if that makes for the best show. And Moxley might be the exception. He might have been there early enough not to get pushed out.
Yeah.
Huge moonsault, by the way. And then
tried
tornado.
To do oof.
He just said tornado by Bandido.
2.
Ricky Starks versus Lance Archer on Rampage.
Ooh, I'm there
That's
for
an
that.
matchup. What's that?
I'm there for that. That sounds awesome.
I like it. I just think that I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with it. I'd like to see Starks go over, but I'm a fan of Archer.
I love Archer. Unfortunately, I think Arthur's past his
window
going over days, unfortunately.
It kind of feels that way.
I mean, it sucks, but there's just so many other. Oh, wow.
Put Archer with W. Morrissey.
Yeah, why not? Just have be the giants of.
Right? The Twin Towers of.
Yeah.
All right, Pete. I find it Bandido wearing AEW pants, branded pants.
Oh, that was he's super proud to be with AEW. Like,
yeah,
proud.
Yeah.
Because I actually, so one of the things that I'm doing right now is I'll show you. So this was a couple of things when we went to Revolver, got all those
nice
signatures. And then I had this from Warrior. So Trey Miguel signed the top of his head on purpose because he was like, can I Takeshi 6ix9ine myself? And so I thought that was cool. But I have this AEW ring, and I'm trying to get as much of the roster to sign it as possible. So I got Danhausen, Ethan Page up here.
Right.
Brian Pillman Jr. right there. That is Swerve. And then that is Bandido. And when I asked him to sign the ring, you could tell, like, he almost like got emotional signing it. He was like, this is the first AEW ring I've ever signed. Like, this is so cool.
That's amazing.
And, so that was really cool, you know, for me. Like, you can just tell how excited he is to just be a part of it. So,
and that's amazing.
Hopefully Toni doesn't mess that up.
Yeah, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Now I'm a little worried what might happen for him tonight. Yeah, Damien, I'm kind of on your page. Yeah, of course he did. But Ethan Page needs it. I don't like Kenny either. Kenny can fuck off. I'm sorry. He's from Winnipeg. I'm supposed to be nice to him, but I don't like Kenny. I don't like the Bucks. I don't like the AEW version of them. I put it that way. What they've given us since being on national television has done nothing for me. I think a lot of the things in the show were better than what they were giving us. So Kenny, to his credit, have given us some really good matches. The Bucks have given us a couple good matches. I'll give them credit. But a lot of what they do doesn't appeal to me. I'm above that age bracket that they're trying to appeal to, I think. Ethan Page, future champ. Ricky Starks looks good. Like a porno director. I think that's kind of what he's going for. A little bit.
Dude, Cornette hates everybody.
Cornette's... Yeah, no, I mean, Cornette's on a mission. But listen, the thing about Cornette is a lot of what he says is right. And then the other portion of what he says is simply his opinion. Right? Yeah. For him to say, well, I don't like this or that or women's wrestling, or that's his fucking opinion. It doesn't make it shit wrestling or unenjoyable. I happen to like a good death match once in a while. That doesn't make me a shit fan or an idiot or moron. I'm just as functional as when I'm watching a WWE programming. But yeah, I think Cornette, it's so easy to pick apart everything when you watch it in a microscope, right? When you zoom right in and you go moment by moment, you'll find flaws in everything. And the one thing I always say is Jimmy might want to say what he wants about how good the pros were back then and all that. And I'm a big fan. I've watched a lot of Smoky Mountain, watched a lot of Mid-South. But some of those matches were like 4 punches, an elbow drop, and a fucking pin. Like, some of the matches were shit with 2 guys that looked like they just rolled out of the bar from a bender because they did. So, I mean, when you break it down in that microscope, you'll decimate anything. Now, is he right about some of the booking decisions and some of the stuff I've said about Punk and the Bucks and whoever? Yeah, absolutely. But doesn't mean he's gospel. Love you, Jimmy. I kind of started doing YouTube.
I mean, that's what I like about the wrestling podcast world is everybody's kind of got their own opinions. You know what I mean? Like, I personally enjoy the people that aren't quite as negative. I mean, I know I can be negative, but like, I enjoy the people that just can kind of enjoy everything. They're not one way or the other. They can just kind of call a spade a spade. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. And I might not even agree with them every time on that, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Right.
And that's the beauty of wrestling, which is at its base form art, and art is subjective.
100%, right?
Like some people like a banana taped to a wall, some people like Van Gogh. Like it just depends.
Some people don't get any of it. Like who you pay what for.
I have plenty of my friends that are like, why the F do you watch wrestling? Like that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, I effing enjoy it. So
fuck off. Deal with it. Why do you watch soap operas? It's shit.
Right. It's my reality TV. Leave me alone.
Right? No, hey, listen, if I can watch real people act fake, you can watch real people and act fake and pretend it's a real show. What happened was reality TV got better at kayfabe than wrestling. Shit.
Yeah, like you watch Love Island every week, Brittany. Shut the fuck up. Like I don't care.
He's the dust of that guy.
But yeah, that's where I like that everybody has an opinion. I'm not always going to agree with it. Not everybody's going to agree with me. Like I'm not, super on the, excuse me, on the Roman Reigns train. I mean, I have my own problems with how, they've been booked and stuff like that. And I'm sure I'm in the minority on that, but that's just how I enjoy it.
Right? Absolutely. Different strokes for different folks, my friend. And I am currently on a commercial break. I will remind you, you're back from it?
No, I'm on a commercial still.
There we go. So I will remind everyone real quick, we do have t-shirts. So go to the link down below or go check out Alt Wrestling Tees, the magic they produce out there. And of course, they've given us our own t-shirts. So big shout out to our buddy over at Alt Wrestling Tees. But go check them out. Give them some love. They have an amazing catalog, including the What t-shirt, the Mr. Every Night t-shirt, and the CJ Cut the Shit t-shirt. Go get yours today. And remember, if you go to SeatGeek.com, you can save $20 on your first purchase. Sign up, pick an event, save $20 now. Go. That's only applicable when you use the promo code Wrasslin. So go get yourself a t-shirt. Go get yourself some tickets. Save money on tickets. Go get yourself a t-shirt. Maybe do it that way. But folks, go check out Alt Wrestling Tees for all their collection or all his collections now. And yeah, give us some love. If you want to rock one of our shirts at a wrestling show, do it. Do it. Do it. Be a picture. Buy 3 t-shirts.
I'm so excited for this on Rampage.
What?
Takeshita and Akiyama versus Ortiz and Eddie. Like I'm so giddy for this.
Yeah. I'm all right with it.
Dude, I'm a big Eddie mark, and that's one of his dream matches. So
yeah, but I just feel like Eddie's been doing a lot of like, I don't know. Eddie's fallen off for me. I feel like that boat has sailed. I think kind of what you mentioned with Archer. I feel like that's Eddie. I was a huge Eddie mark. I even like.
Nah, he's still really over, dude. The last couple AEW shows I've been to, when he comes out, that crowd is popping.
Yeah, I feel bad, man. I think he deserves better. He still deserves better.
I agree. 100%. Hey, thanks, Jay Thomas.
Thank you, Jay.
Appreciate you, man.
We try. Baron Corbin versus Stone Cold WrestleMania. I'm calling it now. No fucking way.
No, don't you speak that into existence. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky.
Right?
Which I also don't want the evil of. I see people saying Logan Paul versus John Cena, and
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. Fuck it.
I don't need any more Logan Paul. He did his thing.
But he did it well.
I don't care. Well. I can appreciate that he did it well. But I don't like him as a human being. I don't want him.
I know that's the hardest part about this, because I don't really like him or his brother as human beings. At least what I've been exposed to. And I mean, and then all of a sudden they're wrestlers. So when they first announced it, I'm like, oh fuck, this is bullshit. And then I give the guy credit. He's giving it a go. I mean,
so here was my biggest problem with that. I can objectively take everything else out of it. Yes, he had a good match. For it being his third match ever, he did great. He's a freak athlete. Awesome. My problem, which I said leading up to Crown Jewel, is why did nobody else give a shit that Logan Paul was getting a title shot?
You know what? I had this fight with Nick on one of these streams, and we battled about it because I felt exactly like you. When they announced it, I was like, fuck it. This is dumb. I hate it. I hate the Saudi shows and the shows that break the continuity.
Where was the Kevin Owens, the Mustafa Ali, the Seth Rollins? I mean, any of them that didn't have that title, that have been there for years, been main eventing. Why are they not like, F this guy? Why is he getting a title shot?
Mm-hmm.
And I understand from a business perspective why they did it.
Mm-hmm.
It brought a ton of eyes on WWE, whatever. But at least give me some kind of story of Kevin Owens coming out there and being like, this is bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Completely agree with that. And again, I think it was just
nobody cared.
It was a business choice. Fuck it, blah, blah, blah. Accept it for what it is. So once I got over that bullshit of like, okay, fine, they're going to do it. And I think if they were going to do it well. And I give Logan Paul all the credit in the world. That guy showed up ready. And I really think it's funny that he did the buckshot. But I
honestly, I had to rewind it when he did the buckshot. I'm like, did he just hit a fucking buckshot, Larry?
You see how crazy the buckshot, but do you see how like funny it looked because he's so lanky? So like his arm,
it was so
holding the rope when his feet touched.
Yeah.
Like this stretching this man like a noodle.
Well, like most of the time when you see like Hangman do it, it's not slow motion, but it's, all right here, and then it's just the way he did it was a lot snappier, which I
It looked
almost
like
feel like that might have been where he messed his knee up. Like he hit that
probably.
thing hard, man.
Yeah, I mean, part of me struggles that I mean the wrestling conspiracy theorist
John.
here.
I'm
What's
Big
up,
Rig.
John? That's Big Rig. Hi, Big Rig.
Dead World Order podcast. How you doing? Like, subscribe, please, and thank you.
Yeah,
We're
go
fun
check
people.
them out. Go give them some love.
We are
Dads
fun
need
people.
love too.
I promise.
Jay Thomas. Sorry, I was just reading this one. Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm.
Him and Lance Storm.
I actually saw you ever watch this is kind of random, but you ever watch Simpsons, like fan of the Simpsons at all?
Yeah.
So do you I don't know if you remember this episode, but it's where Burns like owns the baseball team and he keeps giving that guy crap about his sideburns.
Yeah.
So I saw a meme.
Dramatically.
I can't remember his name, but basically it was a picture of Jericho and it was like, look at these sideburns, or whatever. I'd have to find it again. But the second picture was of Lance Storm. Now those are sideburns I can get behind. Clean cut. And it was like Lance Storm with like the crew cut thing.
Yeah,
it was so funny.
Lance Storm had a solid flat top for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually a page on Instagram, Simpsons Wrestling Memes. That's what it is. Give them a follow. Hilarious.
T-shirts. I got all 3. That's right. Be a victor. Get all 3 T-shirts. Do it.
There you go. I just sent it to you.
Nice.
Yeah. Look at them sideburns. He looks like a girl. Now Lance Storm, there's a haircut you could set your watch to.
Right. Mattingly, those sideburns.
Mattingly. That's what it is.
That sounds awful. Corbin versus Stone Cold.
Yes, that sounds terrible.
Is it some type of like JBL Texas tie-in bullshit that they get us to that? But I think if Austin comes back, he's going over whoever. It's not it can't be a serious match.
He's getting freaking yoked right now.
Is he not?
Buddy, he's doing them RV workouts and he's doing the Rocky program, man. He's eating 6 egg whites a day and running up mountains in the desert or something. I don't know. He's doing all kinds of stuff.
We'll see. I mean, I'm down to have Austin come back. But I don't know if I want to see him. I'm pretty confident I don't want to see him go against Corbin. That's for sure.
I'm 100% confident I do not want to see that ever. I don't want to see Baron Corbin on a WrestleMania at all. So, I mean, I'm sorry, Baron, but you just don't do it for me, bud.
Right. Oh, by the way, Toni Storm, Anna Jay, get your predictions in if you haven't got them in yet. Toni Storm swinging. But
I'm gonna go with Toni Storm.
Yeah, who you got? Toni, eh? Yeah, Tony's not going to lose. Anna's not even supposed to be here.
So are you guys going to do a prediction show for Saturday?
Yeah, tomorrow we'll probably do in part of the pod jumping on the predictions. Okay. Well, yeah, generally that's what we do. So that's the plan so far. Toni Storm is winning. All right. She should. Toni.
So, so I think my biggest toss-up right now is Hayter versus Storm. You think Hayter goes over?
Originally, I thought that there would be some type of angle where Britt caused Hayter the win. That somehow jealous Britt got in the way of you can't win this title. Then part of me thought, well, what if Britt goes over on Saraya and Hayter wins it, and Hayter's super over. She's more over than Toni. Sorry, Toni. And then that sets that up pretty nicely of there's your jealousy angle.
That's what I was just going to say. Like them like celebrating together and then Britt seeing that title and being like,
yeah,
I want that.
The old,
yeah.
Reba dropper.
Yep. Which, dude, that very well could happen. And then, because, you know, people are like, oh, it's got to be Toni versus Rosa when Rosa comes back. Dude, you could do Hayter versus Rosa. Like, they've had enough matches. I mean, they've had title matches against each other. That'd be a great program. You book
what
it,
I
right?
think people would rather see is if Thunder Rosa came back and Britt had the belt, I think people would go, oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah, to an extent.
Just because I feel there's history there.
There is, yeah.
Bye-bye, Anna.
Here comes Jamie face to face with Toni Storm. I love how their hair colors are like the exact opposite. Like Jamie's got the little bit of blonde in the front and mostly brunette, and then Toni's got blonde and then a little bit of brunette. That's hilarious. Ooh.
Former friends. I'm looking forward to this match. This is a chance.
This is going to be good. It's going to be good.
To put on a show and really, it's kind of that you have an opportunity here, and maybe I'm stretching, folks, but you have that Bailey Sasha NXT moment where they go out and give us a fucking barn burner.
Yep. London 2023. AEW's going to London, baby.
London.
And Hook versus Lee Moriarty. So I'm sure this is going to be.
Is that next?
No, we got Athena versus Madison Rayne on Friday on Rampage for some reason.
Madison Rayne has been wrestling a lot for her coach. You know, she Reg Dunlop.
Lance Archer versus Starks and the Eliminator. Eddie Kingston Ortiz versus Junior Akiyama and Konosuke.
I'll be the main event of Rampage, right? I would
assume so. Yeah, that or the opener, one of the two. But that's so I feel like that's maybe going to set something up because I mean I know not everybody follows Dark, but Athena's been kind of a tad heelish on Dark since wrestling Jody Threat.
Yeah.
So I think this may be her heel turn. So 2, 3. Jade and Nyla Rose. Oh God, poor Excalibur doing this rundown. Sting and Darby Allin, Double J, and Jay Lethal.
I want people to chime in real quick. If you're watching right now, they announced tonight the trios titles will be on the line.
Yes, triple threat. Let's go.
So they did announce it. Okay.
It's only for the TNT.
I'm okay with that. I'm good with that.
Like
I just said, it's a Baconator match. That's a lot of beef.
Yep. Death Triangle and Elite. The trios.
You might get your wish and get the Sting match on the undercard, but I don't think so.
It needs to happen. And now we're going to hear from Mox and MJF up next.
Well, this is shaping up quite a bit. So, yes. So it's going to be in a steel cage, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus as well. I feel like they kind of, I think Christian getting hurt might be why, but they kind of lost the plot on this storyline a little bit. It's a little bit over.
It was another one of those that should have been done a long time ago and got prolonged because of the injury.
Right.
But I think that match, that's honestly one of my matches I'm most looking forward to on this card because I think it has the chance to tell a really good story, which is my favorite part of wrestling is when you tell a really good story with a match.
Absolutely.
And those two being lifelong, or not lifelong, but very almost lifelong best friends. In a steel cage, Luchasaurus being this, kind of brainwashed heel monster. And, obviously Jungle Boy is going to be battered and bloody and everything. and you could have Luchasaurus kind of something clicks in his little dinosaur brain, and he's like, "Oh, what am I doing?"
I hope not.
And something like that. But then,
I hope not.
but not to the point where he turns back face.
Okay,
just kind of have that Jungle Boy like pleading with him, and him like kind of thinking about it, and then somehow Christian gets to him and he just destroys him.
No,
or that's how Jungle Boy goes over, like Jungle Boy pleading with him, whatever, and then he kind of has a moment of hesitation. Jungle Boy rolls him up or something. I don't know.
I would put solid money on Jungle Boy winning this match.
Yeah, I think so. It's
100%. This is Jungle Boy's, especially because he lost last time. We're due. And I don't know. Does that mean at some point, like maybe the only caveat is Christian pulling his arm out of that sling?
Yeah.
Now, but does Jungle Boy go under again to Luchasaurus? Ugh, I don't know, bro.
No, I think that's my kind of prediction is Luchasaurus is dominating him, whatever, and not saying the whole match, but like towards the end, he's just got him. Yeah. He's got him beat. Has a moment of, oh, should I be doing this? And then Jungle Boy uses that to his advantage, type thing. Not as a heel move, but just a smart move,
Fair enough. Tommaso Ciampa will not be back for a while. He got hip surgery, so he is on the shelf. T's and P's to Mr. Ciampa, but I don't think an injury is good for anybody, but him stepping away from the scenario he was in is wonderful for his career. So, we hope him an awesome recovery. It's a very unfortunate he's sidelined, but let's just forget that he looked like a pylon for about fucking 5 weeks.
That's the other thing that I don't need any more of is Miz on my TV. I don't need
Miz period, right?
Like, I don't need this. Dexter feud has gone on way longer than it needed to be. Why is Johnny Gargano in this feud but not wrestling? Like, it just, I don't know. I understand they're doing like him and Dexter have history or whatever, but I would like to see Johnny wrestle in a feud with somebody that isn't the fucking Miz.
Yes. Like, no, you wanted to see him matched up with somebody that's going to push him and give us a barn burner.
Yeah.
John Moxley. That being said, and listen, the thing that bothers me the most about the Dexter thing is, it's fucking stupid that he was paying him to further his career. But the weird part for me is, all right, if you had this guy on your payroll, just change the target. Why is he mad? Why are you guys fighting? He did what he was supposed to do. Okay, now, Dexter, here's some more change. Go beat up someone that's not me. I don't understand the breakdown in the relationship. He did everything he was supposed to do. CM Punk and Steve Austin at Mania. Oh, fuck no. Please no. I don't know.
Dude, I see a lot of people fantasy booking that.
Yeah. No. Man, I'm telling you, if I have it my way, it's going to be CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, main event, WrestleMania, night 1. Let's go.
That'd be something.
I think it would just be fun to call the
amount of those just underhanded jabs in those promos.
Oh, yeah.
Would be astounding.
Mm-hmm. Especially the fucking little inside shit that we don't even pick up on. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like,
those little nuances.
Backstage stuff.
Right. I'm doing good, KJ. My teeth damaged. Well, I lost my dentist. You lost your dentist?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Milk carton? Do they still do milk cartons? I don't know. It feels old. What do we have here, Jamie Hayter? I don't know why I had that accent for that part, but whatever.
Jamie Hayter.
Right. We're lost in the we are lost in Money in the Bank contract now, Roman.
I got a new Manser pin too.
Nice.
That 4-way was awesome.
Triple H triple threat match. There you go, Victor. Victor did call it.
Man, I called that like 4 weeks ago.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
It's
No,
always
I called it when Joe turned. Like immediately when Joe turned, I was like, "Is a triple threat?" Immediately.
I was just annoyed that and a lot of us were like, "Oh fuck, Joe's gonna turn."
Oh, he was standing right behind him, like holding
Even
the belt.
before
Like,
the week before that, he just looked so annoyed that he touched him.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh fuck,
yeah,
why'd you touch him, Wardlow?"
yeah, but it's one of those things where like Joe had to come back as a babyface. Everybody's going to cheer him, but he's a better heel.
Right.
Ooh,
Powerhouse Hobb.
You think Joe's taking that pin?
I don't know. I think Hobbs takes the pin. But I honestly think Hobbs might win it. I want Hobbs to win it, kind of.
I think Hobbs should win it, personally. Yeah, I have no idea what he's saying in this promo, so you're going to have to...
He just said he's addicted to the rush. He's addicted to the pain. We're kind of getting some Moxley staples for sure right now. He loves the violence. He can't wait for Regal to fuck him over on Saturday. We're pumped. I might be paraphrasing on that part. Smile. That would make a great long-term feud. There you go. There you go. Or Christian can use it as a weapon, like The Undertaker did with the feud with Brock. Yep. Eventually. Does Ricky Starks cost Hobbs the triple threat? No. I think they're removed from each other, Victor. You see that? Ricky Starks being involved in the triple threat?
No.
No.
I think him and Hobbs stay away from each other for a while.
Yeah, I think they forked.
They'll come back together down the line, but
Right.
I don't think that's a weird.
Mm-hmm. Moxley says somebody handed him a poker chip in the worst ending I've ever seen to a ladder match. Hey, boss, good booking on that one. Smile Mark, yes, I thought the Jurassic Express had got stale as shit, and their title run was meh.
Yeah, that was one of those that was like really convoluted too, though, because it was supposed to be the Hardys, and then Jeff got arrested, and then the Bucks took it. It was that's when things started just
spinning out. He's accusing MJF of being full of fear. Yes, we see the Miz way too much. Yeah, Miz is like the fucking Chris Jericho at WWE. That's a fair comparable. I like it. Think about it. How does Gargano versus Owens sound? Sounds lovely.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Yes, please, and twice on Sunday.
I'm totally down.
Oh, firm.
What? Owens is the fifth member of. I think Owens is out.
The firm is in the
why?
ring.
Oh, I don't like this. Regal trying to fight.
Here
somebody.
comes MJF. It was all a ploy.
Yeah, I don't. Dude, I think you're just. I feel like this is crowding up a very awesome situation where MJF is a solid fucking promo. Moxley's a solid fucking promo. You don't need all this side shit, especially the firm. Nobody gives a fuck about anybody in the firm except Bibbins.
What is happening? So MJF just single-handedly took out the firm, so they're the weakest faction in history.
Yeah. Including that 7-foot man, by the way.
I mean, unless this is him, they're playing it up.
You thought I was saving you, but
I don't know.
2 low blows. Lukewarm pops. People don't want babyface MJF.
No.
They got up a little when he asked them to. Yeah, look, he just said it. Make some noise now. Like, even he's recognizing, like, somebody say something. But Here's the story in the ring right now, Big Rig. Regal MJF. This is, I think, what we'll be talking about on Sunday morning.
Oh, I agree. That's my prediction for this whole thing is Regal and him have been in it the whole time. I can hear yours, by the way.
You can?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's yelling. But basically, he said he doesn't want anyone to have any excuses for when he knocks John out. His piss fan club, to be exact.
I don't know what's happening. Also, I'll say it. I got to be consistent. I hate ending shows with promos. I don't care if it's the go home. I hate it. Hate it.
I'm with you. I'm really with you. By the way, folks, I still got 5 minutes on the clock.
I got 9:58 here.
All right. So we came in a little late. So 2 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Big pop.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like go back and rewatch this like right after we're done, so I can hear what the hell he's saying.
He's saying that he wants the title more than anything, more than oxygen, more than air. And the fans are behind him. They're loving it.
Yeah, because it's cool to root for the heel because we're all a bunch of smart marks. Like,
there you go.
Yeah.
But then you should stay true to that, Jay, because the last couple weeks, to me, haven't been totally MJF-ish. Stay MJF, and if the fans cheer, the fans cheer.
Yeah, like him debating saving people, and like especially the thing where right after he came back with Yuta, like shaking his hand.
Oh shit, Mox is back. Boo! What's up, Sky Blue? What's up?
Oh, hey, Sky Blue.
Hi, Sky Blue. You suck.
How are you? I've seen many of your matches. You're awesome.
Right? I mean, yeah. All right, so Moxley just letting him know he's got to check his gut. He's going to try and pull it out of him, apparently. Morrissey is the new Hager. Big and useless. I don't know what the fuck's happening with Morrissey. I thought Morrissey did good in Impact. He had kind of had an image change, and then he showed up on AEW, and he looked haggard and tired and useless. Useless is a good way to put it. And about the same amount of facial expressions as Jake Hager. True. Moxley didn't know if Full Gear is Saturday or Sunday. Did you catch that? We had a moment.
What?
Yeah, Moxley had a bit of a moment there, struggling between what day of the week it was. But to his defense, we all still think the shows are Sunday.
That's true.
There you go, buddy. A little rub off, but then we're getting the last little advertisement for Eddie Kingston and Ortiz on Friday. Dream match for some, meh match for others. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, folks. Who is the face and who is the heel? They're both kind of tweeners, both undivined. They're both supposed to be, well, I mean, Moxley, babyface. Everyone was cheering for him. They love when he comes out in the crowd, does the wild thing. But then MJF's kind of been in Tweenerville for a while now, too. So,
yeah,
not a bad ending to the night. Not my favorite, but here we go. That is the go-home show for Full Gear, guys. Remember, at the end of every show, we take a rating out of 10. So if you're new here, if you're old here, if you're just happy to be here, drop a number out of 10. We'll figure it out and give us your rating on tonight's show. And if you're feeling froggy, by all means, let us know why. Big Rig, how you feeling about the show tonight?
I mean, if it was just any other Dynamite, I'd probably give it like a 7.5, 8 out of 10. But for a go-home show, it was 6. I mean, it wasn't. There was nothing on there that I was like, oh, you know. Granted, I still need to listen to the promos and stuff, but
you might come back later and go, give it
that was better.
Give it a higher mark.
Yeah, I don't know. Them actually announcing the Elite, I thought was odd. I don't know if that's like, hey, buy the pay-per-view. The Elite are going to be there for sure. Like, we all knew. Like,
they're trying to sell more tickets. Yeah, if we all knew, so why not just have that moment where the music hits?
Right. I mean, unless they're going to do a House of Black thing, I don't know.
I got a feeling it's going to be some House of Black.
They got to come back there. They have to.
But then I don't know what's going to happen. Now I'm curious. Though I don't like what they're doing with the Elite, and I have a feeling they're just going to put these titles on a platter for them, and then they're going to run through a program with House of Black. 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10. I'm giving it a 7 because of the trios match. It was a good match. Oh, Hagen didn't watch. Hagen, a lot happened. You got to go back and watch it like Big Rig.
I mean, like I said, if this was just a Dynamite, I would have given it at least a 7 or 8 out of 10. But as a go-home show, I feel like it was a little lacking. I mean, unless they plan on doing a bunch of crap on Rampage.
It doesn't look like it. But
I mean, we really didn't get we didn't get a lot more matches announced, so that's
well, safe to assume Rampage is Friday, correct?
Yes.
I mean, live, not in Friday, fucking dumbass. It is Friday. We know that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, we'll see what happens then. I mean, they could tack on one more match, but I'm happy with 10, 9, whatever the fuck it is now. You do a Rampage.
And we will get an extra match because Ethan Page versus, assuming Ricky Starks will be one.
True story. Yeah. So I'm okay with that number of matches. I mean, if we can keep it around the 4-hour mark, I'll be all right with that. 3 hours and a half.
I'm good with that. Yeah, like honestly, like I remember Double or Nothing. That was a struggle towards the end, man, with how many matches were on that card.
No, like for me, dude, like and I know Nick and I have talked about it a few times of like that. Even the night that Punk won the belt, we were just like, oh, can we go to bed now? And it should have been this big joyous moment, which the fans live popped, but we were just done. Like, holy fuck. Exhausting. 6.5. Yeah, a bunch of stars out of 5 for my boy MJF.
Star Davids. Yes.
Right. I like it. Does it make you any more excited for Full Gear? It just seemed like it was one big commercial for Full Gear. Nothing big or exciting happened.
That's kind of what I was saying. Like it was it didn't feel like I've seen a lot of go home shows that are like, oh man, I can't wait for this pay-per-view. There was nothing we weren't expecting that happened.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of status quo with I think the exception might have been the trios match was fucking awesome. I have no idea. Like, how did they let AR Fox look like the best guy in the fucking match? But he ends up taking the pin. But I'm still shocked that they came out and just said straight up, the Death Triangle just starts cutting a promo on the Elite. Like, there's been an ongoing thing, but I guess play the defense. And then Tony says, let it be. Get the graphic up there. And here we go. So for me, it was a 6. I'm going to go with Larry and a bunch of other people. Yeah, it was just a 6. The ending promo, it was all right. It wasn't my favorite MJF thing ever. Didn't exactly go, oh my God, I can't wait to see this. Other than the fact that I think William Regal could potentially fuck over John Moxley, which would make me extremely happy. But I don't know where to go with it. I mean, it was just kind of flat ending, kind of flat show. The trios match was the highlight, obviously one of the best matches, if not the best match of the week. I don't know. We'll see. 6 out of 10. The question is, will they have a medium scrum? Yes, of course. When the best matches happen.
They're going to have more viewers on that than they will on the pay-per-view.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see how much fun or how many things or how many references are poked at Punk. Because I still think it's a bad move.
I'll say this. I don't think Toni needs to be out there during the scrum.
No.
He doesn't. Because he, like, when Punk was doing that and him just, like, nodding along and stuff, like, that looks so bad.
Yeah, and it's not like the fucking GM of your favorite sports team is sitting there at the podium when
Right.
they're bringing up the stars, right? Like they're grown ass men and women. They can do a press conference, a Q&A. Generally the coach has his own little segment. If you want to do your own little part and talk numbers and talk pay-per-view, but to your point, Big Rig, it gets them out of all that culpability with, well, you were just nodding. Like, get out of there. Don't be there.
I mean, dude, there were people that were analyzing that like crazy. Like, did you see him just like nodding along and
Mhm.
just sit at Gorilla behind the curtain, and if somebody starts getting out of hand, be like, "Hey, go get him."
Right?
You
Yeah,
know?
go pull yank him, would you? No, I agree with that. He doesn't need to be there, but I think it's a big like, isn't he pretty? Isn't my arm candy
Yeah,
is
and that's what it was for a long time. Is, oh, look, I get to sit next to
right?
whoever.
Have you guys met Cesaro? He's a wrestler. Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
Calm down, Tony. 2 years ago, Full Gear was my first AEW pay-per-view. Awesome. Punk botched a lot. Yes, he did. Huge. Punk comeback? No, not in AEW, not at this point. I mean, I held on
I don't
hope,
think so.
but it's doomed. It would be the coolest thing ever. I mean, oh my God, you came full circle and all this was bullshit.
I mean,
But
until I will not believe he's fully done until they show a AEW Fight Forever graphic without him on the cover.
that's a good point. But they won't do that. He's their biggest draw. That's where some of the real diehard marks are like, this is awesome. And doesn't matter whose side you're on, this isn't awesome for your company, right? Whether you love them or hate them, you're losing one of your biggest draws. Awesome is if they all could be a professional and figure their shit out. Punk
Yeah,
and
you
the
know how
Bucks,
much money they could make off of that as a program?
yeah, shut the fuck up. Work.
Grow up.
I agree with you on that one for sure. Like, fuck. It's called professionalism. Sometimes you have to work with people you don't like, but you get the fucking job done.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it before. Like Rose and Baker, they're Batman and Robin, or Batman and Joker to each other. Like they don't like each other personally, but guess what? They make really good feuds together.
Well, that's it, right? I mean, we got, people all over the world working for fucking pennies with people they can't fucking stand. You can't do it for a couple more.
I've worked with people my entire life that I can't stand. It's called being a professional.
And if anyone's currently watching from my current job, not this job's excellent.
Yeah, not this one. No,
this one. No, it's other ones
right now. Awesome. Those other places.
Right. I'm sorry, KJ, but the magic AEW had is gone. I don't think so.
I don't think it's gone. I think it wavered for sure. I'm not going to act like it, I still got the rose-colored glasses on, but yeah, I think this is a chance for them to kind of make good, get some goodwill back, and I hope that they make the right choice.
Right. Oh, look, thanks for coming, Big Rig. Oh, right at the end, we haven't had a sex bot in a while. You dirty.
Oh, dang. We had one a couple weeks ago. It was our first one ever. I was so excited. I'm like, we made it. We got sex bots.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, somebody's bugging us.
It was our most commented show.
Right. Son of a bitch. But yes, folks, to Victor's point, I'll just click this one real quick. Toni needs to stay in the back eating on his way to talent.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So sit in the back, be it gorilla for the media scrum, and call the shots.
Last one, I think, before we head towards the door, you and I both know that Regal turns on Mox, or MJF is lying about the Legion, his Legion with the firm, his legions with the firm. I've been pumping. We've all been kind of hoping for the Regal thing. I think it would be amazing.
I think it's both, personally. I think it's all one big thing.
There you go. Look, the chat is still live. Thank you, folks. Thank you. But to Mr. Victor's point, see everyone tomorrow for the Let's Rumble podcast. We will be back tomorrow for Let's Rumble. It's going to be a fun one. We're going to have an interview with Gigi Jacobs. Is going to be a great fucking show. It's going to be a great interview. We're looking forward to that. And then, we get into the Rumble most weeks. So we'll see how tomorrow turns out. But we have lots going on. Triple header Friday coming your way. Impact Overdrive. So we will try and keep an eye on Impact tomorrow as well. But Impact Overdrive, Impact does amazing pay-per-views. It's a pretty stacked card, a lot of angles, a lot of things to talk about. We have SmackDown, and we have a live Rampage. Technically, the pre-show of Full Gear. And then, of course, we are back on Saturday night for Full Gear. And then we might even return on Sunday. We'll see how froggy we feel or how hungover we are from Full Gear. But that being said, folks, like, subscribe, join the family, be a part of the show, join the chat. We are the alternative commentary that you can never get anywhere else. We tell you how it truly is every show. Thank you, Mr. Big Rig, DWO. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, not a bad Wednesday. Not a terrible show.
Mm-hmm. No,
go ahead.
See you later, Jay. Thank you for all the chats. Appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. Go check us out, the Dad World Order podcast. Please and thank you. Like, subscribe. We will be live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We will also be live Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern doing a full review. We will actually have a guest host on there from the Pro Wrestling Podcast, kind of shaking down everything that happened at Full Gear, the fallout from Full Gear, as it were, because I'm sure there'll be a ton to talk about. So please come join us. We're happy to have you.
Love
chatting with everybody. Watch them, watch us, watch it all.
Do it. Jam-packed. Follow along, folks. Thank you as always. Remember, we are driving towards 1K. Help us out. Let everybody you know what we're doing. And, folks, we will see everybody tomorrow. And until then, see you on the flip side. Have a good night.